Welcome to the Health, Balance, and Wellness channel, your oasis of peace. Some people possess a particular genetic variant that significantly increases their risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases. This variant is known as the ApoE4 gene. It is currently estimated that approximately 25% of the population, or 1 in 4 people, are healthy carriers of this gene, while approximately 3% carry both copies of the gene, one from each parent. Faced with this data, it might be natural to consider undergoing a genetic test to determine if you are a carrier. However, an important fact must be considered: 40% of people diagnosed with Alzheimer's do not carry the ApoE4 gene. This suggests that, despite a genetic predisposition, lifestyle, diet, and daily habits play a fundamental role in the development of the disease. In recent years, there has been an increase in diagnoses of prefrontal dementia, even among relatively young people, between the ages of 45 and 65. This is alarming, but at the same time, there are people who, even in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, retain a sharp mind and an enviable memory. This clearly demonstrates that protective strategies and behaviors exist that can preserve brain health over time. In this analysis, we'll focus on what you can do, dietary-wise, to prevent dementia and counteract premature brain aging. We'll discuss the most effective foods, a highly promising supplement, a beneficial drink, and finally, what to limit or avoid to avoid brain damage. But before we go any further, please like this video to support our work. Back to the video. Cruciferous vegetables and their detoxifying effect. One of the most beneficial food groups for brain health is cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. These vegetables are valuable because they promote the elimination of heavy metals from the body. In today's environment, pollution is so widespread that exposure to toxic metals is virtually inevitable. Even in small amounts, they pose no danger, but their accumulation can lead to brain toxicity. Fortunately, our bodies possess natural defense systems, such as the redox system, linked to the production of glutathione, a powerful endogenous antioxidant that helps protect cells from oxidative damage. Cruciferous vegetables, thanks to their sulfur compounds, stimulate these defense mechanisms and are therefore a key choice for brain health. Garlic, more than just a flavoring. Garlic is a food with extraordinary therapeutic properties. Not only does it add flavor to dishes, it also enhances the liver's detoxification processes and contains selenium, a mineral that works directly with glutathione. During World War II, garlic was nicknamed Russian penicillin for its antimicrobial properties. Soviet soldiers, when they ran out of antibiotics, used it to fight infections. Even today, we know that allicin, the active ingredient in raw garlic, fights colds, reduces joint inflammation, and protects the nervous system. It's important to note that cooking destroys much of the allicin. If you can't eat it raw, it's recommended to let it rest for a few minutes after grinding it before cooking, or to opt for powdered extracts that preserve the active compounds. Turmeric, gold for the brain. Turmeric, a spice widely used in Indian cuisine, is also a powerful natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Curcumin, its active ingredient, has been extensively studied for its benefits to the brain. It protects DNA, reduces systemic inflammation, and may even counteract neurodegenerative processes. Incorporating turmeric into your diet, perhaps accompanied by a pinch of black pepper to improve its absorption, may be an effective strategy for preserving cognitive function. Green tea, a protective drink. Green tea, rich in EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, is one of the most studied natural substances for its neuroprotective properties. Several studies show that regular green tea consumption has a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. This effect is due to its antioxidant action, neuronal protection, and ability to reduce brain inflammation. Ginkgo biloba, a promising supplement. Ginkgo biloba is an ancient plant that even survived the Hiroshima atomic bomb. It is known as one of the most recommended supplements for memory and cognitive function. However, scientific evidence is conflicting. A 2009 Cochrane review questioned its benefits in cases of already established dementia. Despite this, subsequent studies, conducted both in Europe and the United States, have shown that, in people with mild cognitive impairment, ginkgo may slow the deterioration, albeit without noticeable improvements. This could still represent a significant advantage, especially for those caring for Alzheimer's patients, because slowing the decline makes the disease more manageable, improving the quality of life of the patient and those close to them. Beetroot, a drink for the mind. A highly effective drink for brain health is beetroot juice, thanks to its high natural nitrate content. These compounds improve blood circulation, dilate blood vessels, and increase oxygenation of the brain, particularly the prefrontal cortex, the area associated with memory, attention, and planning. In addition to the cognitive benefits, beetroot nitrates are also beneficial for those suffering from cardiovascular problems, such as varicose veins or coronary artery disease. Regularly incorporating this beverage into your diet can therefore provide dual benefits for your heart and brain. Mushrooms, little-known allies. In recent years, mushrooms have also attracted research attention for their potential cognitive benefits. Studies indicate that people who consume at least one mushroom a day score better on cognitive tests. It has been hypothesized that this is due to the presence of specific antioxidants, such as ergothioneine, found only in mushrooms. Some experimental studies have attempted to test these effects, albeit with very low doses, for example, just 200 milligrams, equivalent to a quarter of a mushroom, but the results were not significant. However, subsequent studies on people with mild cognitive impairment have shown promising effects using the mushroom Hericium erinaceus, also known as lion's mane. This suggests that increasing mushroom consumption, or supplementing with powdered medicinal mushroom extracts, may be a valuable support for brain health. Cholesterol and the ApoE4 gene, a hidden problem. Returning to the ApoE4 gene, it's important to know that this genetic variant promotes the accumulation of cholesterol and triglycerides in neurons. This can have very negative effects because cholesterol, once oxidized, forms oxysterols, compounds toxic to nerve cells. To reduce the risk associated with this mechanism, it's important to limit foods high in saturated fats and oxidized cholesterol. A balanced diet, rich in plant-based foods, low in processed foods, and accompanied by adequate hydration, can help prevent the accumulation of oxysterols and thus protect the brain. Conclusion. In short, while genetics play a significant role in predisposition to diseases like Alzheimer's, lifestyle and diet are equally crucial. Regularly consuming cruciferous vegetables, garlic, turmeric, green tea, beets, and mushrooms, and considering supplementing with ginkgo biloba or natural extracts, can help protect the brain from aging. Reducing oxidized fats and promoting natural detoxification mechanisms are equally crucial. Brain health is built day by day, starting with what we choose to put on our plate. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not replace medical advice. If you have any questions, please contact your doctor. If you like our videos, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming content. See you in the next video.